Welcome to Manset Quarry in Warwickshire. The busy plant behind me is run by Tarmac, which is the biggest operator in the UK quarrying business. This site typically produces 300,000 tonnes of high-grade stone each year, most of which goes into road building over a wide area of the country. There has been a quarry here for more than 140 years, and in that time it's provided work for hundreds of local people. Today it still employs nearly 50, and its contribution to the local and regional economies is important. But there is another side to Manset, because just yards from the main operation is this site that's being restored, and it's a huge restoration project, very much a work in progress at the moment, but within a few years it'll be a rich mosaic of different habitats bursting with different species. It's already undergone a massive filling and recontouring operation. You can appreciate how far it's already come from these views of the site taken 10 years ago. Since then, large areas of woodland have regenerated naturally. More trees and a network of hedgerows will now be planted, connecting up with the ancient woodland that surrounds the site. This heather was planted as part of a trial, but it's been so successful that it's now going to be repeated in patches amongst the acid grassland that's being cultivated in other areas. It's all very exciting if you love nature, but what's happening here is also significant because it's helped in a modest way to shape national thinking on a concept known as corporate natural capital accounting, or natural capital for short. So what is natural capital? In simple terms, it's the world's stock of natural assets like soil, air, water, geology, all living things. Most of us value them in an informal sort of way, but what if we could put real monetary value on them? Then, maybe, we could better manage them sustainably. The idea is that you assess the natural capital at the outset of a development like this, and then revalue it at various stages of the site's life, and you put all that into a balance sheet with a bottom line. So let's take a look at the balance sheet for Manset. We start with our assets, but we have to set against that our liabilities. That gives us a bottom line at today's value of £11.1 million. We then need to project the balance sheet into the future to understand how the value of natural capital changes over time. So at the end of the life of this site, the mineral value is now nil. The rock that's been quarried is, of course, still of great value to society. It's now part of our essential infrastructure. Our water resource is still there, and with the planting of thousands of new trees, the carbon sequestration value has grown, and so has the habitat's value. But here comes the big one. The recreational value of the total restored site has vastly increased, with the sheer number of people enjoying the final natural landscape. That all adds up to over £4 million worth of assets. If we then deduct maintenance liabilities, the site has a natural capital bottom line of just over £3.5 million. Well, I'm here now with Martin Kenny and David McCabe from Tarmac. Martin, it's a pretty bold step to get involved with this natural capital business. Why did you get involved in the first place?
Firstly, we've made a commitment in our sustainability strategy to make a net positive contribution to biodiversity. We wanted to understand how natural capital accounting could help us to demonstrate our progress. We also wanted to see how natural capital accounting could help us to better manage our natural resources and engage with our communities. And finally, because natural capital accounting is a new issue of focus, we wanted to understand the methodology and how it might be applied to the aggregate sector.
And David, what do you think we've learned from the balance sheet?
The balance sheet shows that the mineral asset at this site is depleted to zero, but we think that there should be some reflection within the process of the value that the use of these minerals provide to society, the environment and the economy. In terms of Manset, I think it's a good case study to show that the other elements of natural capital increase in value over time because of the restoration works that are undertaken here. And the final element that we learnt is, particularly given the impact of recreation and landscape value that we saw in the balance sheet here, the importance of engaging with local communities at the outset of these processes is really brought through.
The experts will tell you that the concept of natural capital still needs a lot more development, but the Manset pilot has undoubtedly helped refine the thinking, and the concept of treating nature as an asset that delivers services could well have a part to play the next time your community is asked to evaluate a big planning application.